Everybody repeat after me. Say, don't get upset. Say, treat everyone like friends. Those are the two things I want to leave you today. I like this sign. It's the peace sign, international peace sign. You see rock stars saying, peace, man. You see people throwing the peace sign all over the world. And if you want peace in the social conflict that you might be facing with a friend or a frenemy, when in doubt, get the peace sign out. There's two things you have to remember. Don't get upset. When they're rude to you or mean to you or they insult you, don't get upset, because that's why they're being mean to you. You know the number one reason why they're being mean is to get you upset. And the moment you stop getting upset, you're resilient, emotionally tough, mentally strong. You stop getting upset, they'll leave you alone because you're no fun to make fun of. But the second thing that really works is by treating them like a friend. I'm not saying be friends with them, but be friendly to them. And as you're being nice to them, they have a very difficult time being mean to you. Don't get upset. Treat them like a friend. If you do those two things, you'll systematically start removing mean people out of your life. You see, I've discovered in 15 years of this work, here's my little microphone stand. In 15 years of doing this, I've discovered bullying, as the experts say, is an imbalance of power. A bully loves to have power over you. The power to drive you crazy. This is not power size-wise. They don't have to be bigger and stronger and tougher. They just have to have the ability to drive you crazy, to hurt your feelings. And if they can drive you crazy by what they say, then you start losing and they win. They might say, I hate your guts. Be quiet. Never. You're hurting my feelings. That's the point, dummy. You see, you start losing and they love it. I hate you. I don't care. Ah! What would happen if we were resilient? Everybody say resilient. What if we were emotionally strong? Everybody say strong. What if we were mentally tough? Everybody say tough. Then no matter what the hater says, you wouldn't drink the haterade. They might say, I hate your guts. But you'd be like, that's nice. And if they can't hurt your feelings or get you upset, they start to lose. They might say, you smell like body odor. You're nasty. You could say, thanks for the information. They might ramp it up and be meaner and say, your face is ugly. But you could say, you have a face of an angel, sweet cheeks. No matter what people say to hurt your feelings, when you don't get upset and you treat them like a friend, you're kind to them, you become the winner. They become the loser. They even feel like the loser. Therefore, they leave you the heck alone. You see, this is called dominance behavior. Today, we call it bullying. But do you know that's a bad word for it? Bullying is not an appropriate word. Bullying is a confusing word. Because when I say bully, no one really knows what I'm talking about. Sometimes people say, bullies are people who punch you in your face. That's not true. It's called abusers. That's not bullying. That's called assault and battery. If someone punches you in your face, you don't just stand there and take it. It's all good. No, dude, if someone punches you in your face, get upset, report it. That person should be punished to the full extent of the law. That's not bullying, that's assault and battery. Some people say, well, bullying is when people steal stuff from you. That's not true. When people steal stuff from you, that's called stealing. That's not bullying, stealing's a crime. You should report that. It should be punished to the full extent of the law, and there should be restitution. You should get your stuff back. Some people say, well, bullying is when people break your stuff. That's not bullying. That's called breaking. Actually, it's called vandalism. That's right. Destruction of property, and that's a crime. We've got names for these. We should stick with the names. Really, bullying, if you boil it down, is just when someone hurts your feelings. That's all bullying is, when someone tries to hurt your feelings. Everybody in this room say, my feelings. Okay, that was creepy. I'm going to have nightmares now. When people try to hurt your feelings, this is the good news. You can control your feelings. You must learn to control your feelings. You must learn how not to get upset, because if you refuse to get upset, their insults won't work. And when everything they do doesn't work, they get bored and leave you alone. When you try to say, someone's bullying me, don't use that word. Instead, name the specific behavior. Someone called me a name. See, when you say someone called you a name, that makes a lot more sense than someone bullied me. That's like a sweeping umbrella word. Someone's bullying me. They're evil. In fact, the word bully is a judgment term, and when you call someone a bully, you're bullying them. You throw it into thesaurus, and you'll see all kinds of similar words. Jerk, punk, loser, meanie, hate your guts guy. So when you're calling someone a bully, you're calling them a jerk. Someone's been a jerk to me. Some schools, this is a no bully zone. I sometimes wonder, what if we replace that word with jerk? This school is a no jerk zone. No jerks allowed. You see, the word bully brings so much distraction, so much poison, so much problem. Rather, we should just name the behavior. Someone's excluding me. Someone's saying I can't go to their party. Someone said something bad about me. But when you share that with a loving adult, the loving adult can help you figure out a way to respond. And there's two ways to respond. Be calm. Don't get upset. Be kind. Treat them like a friend. And when you do those two things, no matter what the bullying situation is, you do those two things, they'll leave you the heck alone. See, what we have to do, and what we as educators have to do, is help you be smarter than your emotions. Smarter than your emotions. Meaning, on one hand, your emotion says, they said the worst thing ever. They called me this name. Life is done. Ah! That's what part of your brain is saying. But the other part of your brain, the smarter part, the cerebral frontal lobe, the cortex, the reasoning, keeps your limbic emotional brain, primitive brain in check and says, no, this problem is not forever. This is not the end of me. Sometimes haters are going to hate. Fakers are going to fake. So I'm just going to shake it off. When we shake off their hate, that's when you're ready for leadership. Think of any famous person or any influential person on the planet that has any role of influence. They have to be resilient. They have to be emotionally tough. Think of the President of the United States, most made fun of man on the planet. And if he allowed the hateful words of others to wound him emotionally, he'd be buried alive. He wouldn't be able to, he'd be drowning in his emotions. But leaders must learn to be resilient and not get upset. And when their enemies are mean, they respond to them with kindness. Don't get upset. Treat them like a friend. Be calm. Be kind. The peacemakers of this world understand these two principles. And that truly is what love is. Love is defined two ways. Love is patient and love is kind. Love has the ability to suffer long, and love has the ability to extend kindness to those that don't deserve it. And when you share these two things from a heart of love and kindness, you're ready to grow in maturity and leadership. I know what they said to you was mean. I know it may have hurt your feelings. But remember, the number one reason why they say mean things to you is to hurt your feelings. So don't let it hurt your feelings, and treat them like a friend, and you'll turn them right around. My name's Brooks. Thanks for listening. You guys are awesome.